diving right in because it's super late and Ben's got stuff to do. So I'm just like going. I'm like going 100 miles an hour. Starting with my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot and my Sephora 71. I think this is a concealer brush. Yeah, Pro Concealer Brush. I'm just going to put on a pretty thick layer because we're going to be working with very pigmented, very vibrant shadows. And we want to make sure we cancel out any undertones on our eyes like so. That's got to go. All right, so I'm going to use my new ColourPop single shadows. They came out with all new shades, and Tiffany color coordinated this for me, and it's just making my whole life so much better. So we're going to go over to this side here where we have all of these beautiful teal shades, these teals and these blues. I'm filling these. I'm also going to add this one from ColourPop too from the Butterfly collection. We'll get to him in a second. But I'm going to start with a fluffy brush. I'm going to grab my my Smith 25. What is wrong with me? I'm telling y'all, it's too late for this. Smith 232, and I'm going to go into this shade first. And we're just going to work this into our crease. I'm gonna keep this kind of low because we're gonna use another color. Holy pigment. I was not ready. But we're going to start to work this upwards, but I'm gonna use the blue to kind of diffuse that in a second. So for right now, big fluffy brush. And we're gonna start to work this into the socket. All right guys, this look is gonna look scary for just a minute. It's gonna look like we have no idea what we're doing, but it's all gonna come together. So the next shade I'm gonna use is this shade here from ColourPop called BassLine. I'm still using the same shade. And I'm just gonna buff this into the other shade and kind of just melt this together. If you hear Doug, he's wanting to play, so he's being extra spicy right now. I'm just kind of blending this, and we're gonna blend it up pretty high. And like I said, don't be afraid of this. You have to get messy to bring it back and control it. So small circular motions, and we're just going to blend this. So we're patting this color on with an LTE1. This is Backstage. I'm gonna go and grab some more of it. Oh my gosh, it is so pigmented, y'all. I cannot get over how pigmented that is. Look at that. And I'm just going to take this through here. And then I'm just going to start to work it over and kind of wing this eyeshadow out. We're gonna let the eyeshadow do most of the talking here. And as I'm adding this deep blue shade, I'm always taking my fluffy brush. I haven't added any more product on my brush. And I'm always just diffusing and working this deeper shade into our transition color. And then I'm also going to start to flare it outwards. We definitely want a very intense shadow wing with this look. Alright guys, I grabbed my ColourPop No Filter Concealer and I'm using the shade Medium 20. I have some on the back of my hand. And now, sorry babe, I just leaned in. I felt it. I'm out of focus. Ah! I'm just going to carve out a little bit. I'm not going to make this super precise because I'm actually going to put a sparkle on here. And I don't want the lid to be too perfect, but I do want to definitely give the sparkle something to adhere to. And I'm only going to bring it over to about right there. Alright guys, I'm going to take BassLine, and I'm still using my LTE1. And I'm just going to start to tap this and blending this upwards and over into the very deep blue. Next up, I'm going to use this shade here. It's called La Playa. I'm assuming that's what it's called. And I'm going to use my MAC 228. Oh, this is so pretty. And I'm just going to throw this on the inner part. And I think we're going to do a very deep blue liner on top of this and call it a night. Honestly, as pretty as this eye is, I say we just call it done. No, I'm kidding. I'm going to throw on some foundation. We're going to make that really fast. I promise. Taking forever doing this eye. It's just turning out so good. So pretty. And then I'm going to pick up my LTE1 again, and I'm just going to feather this into the other shades. So now we're just going to ground this look with this. Oh my god, that's so pretty. This is Deja. I know, wrong one. I'm telling y'all, it's too late. Out of the Blue Marc Jacobs Highliner. And we're just going to do a really thick line. I'm not going to do a wing, but I do want it to be pretty thick. So our lash band will definitely have something to hide in. Take it out to there, and then I'm just gonna bring it over in here. All right, guys, I'm using my L'Oreal Pro Matte, and I mixed in 2 drops of my Murad oil. I had it here, and then I lost it in the L'Oreal makeup. Oh yeah, I am entirely why we cannot have nice things. I put my Murad drops into the mystery missing, I found it, my L'Oreal Pro Matte. So instead of gawking and squawking, I need to be applying and blending. Because I will tell you, this foundation's nice, but it sets real fast. So I'm using a Smith 115. Ben knows the brushes better than I do. I'm telling y'all, I'm useless. And I'm just gonna work this into my skin. And with this one, like I said, go fast and thorough. So I've already applied my ColourPop No Filter Concealer in the shade Medium 20. And then we're gonna start to work this in with our blender. As soon as I find my blender. Taking my LT blender, I'm going to work this into my skin. Okay guys, I'm going to take my Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. This isn't the original powder. This one is intended for underneath the eye area. I actually love it because it's very finely milled. And I'm just going to set underneath my eyes, and I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury powder to set everywhere else. While we're baking, I'm going to finish underneath my eye. I'm going to use the out finely milled powder. I'm going to use the Out of the Blue on my waterline. And my little trick is I always like to drag it out just a little bit. So I don't necessarily do like this. I kind of start in my waterline, and then I'll drag it down just on the outer part.
It's called the gouge the eye technique.
Yeah, it's called, that's exactly what it's called, babe. Except for I'm not gouging my eye at all. Ben insists that I'm hurting my eye when I do this. Because he can't touch his eyes, so he's like, thinks I'm killing myself when this happens. He's like, it's gonna hurt. Are you okay? Should I call an ambulance?
You just poked yourself 3 times.
Did I?
On camera. You went poke, 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 right in the eye.
Are you sure? I don't think so. And then we're just gonna drag it out over here. And then we're gonna grab our cobalt shade that I think I'm gonna wear for the rest of my life. Now I'm taking Backstage, and I'm going to throw it at Ben. And my LC E5, which is a pencil brush. And I'm going to, I have to get a little bit closer, and then I'm just going to kind of connect this to what's going on out there. I'm gonna bring this all the way over, and I'm kind of pulling down the waterline shade, and I'm also using the setting powder to mix this and just make sure it blends really nice. Alright guys, I'm using my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer, and we're not gonna go too heavy because the eyes are just insane intense, and I love it, but we definitely don't want to get wild. And I'm just going to just go down my nose. I'm not even contouring, barely just bronzing. And we need a peach apricot blush. I've got a new one. Okay. Using a new blush from Benefit. This is called Gold Rush, and it is absolutely stunning. Look at it in the package. So beautiful. And you guys know where I like to put my blush, wherever the sun hits. I love how this already has like built-in glow. It's so luminous. All right, let's wipe off this powder. We're almost done. We're on the home stretch, Benjamin. We can't forget an inner corner. I'm using my new favorite inner corner from ColourPop. This is called Ladybird. It's a little more champagne than tassel, and I'm just absolutely digging it. It's from the Butterfly collection. It's so beautiful. I'm using my original MAC 228. And we're just going to light up our inner corner right here. Ooh, ooh. So I wanted to add this. I already did this eye. I wanted to use this and I forgot. I wanted to use it. This is the Urban Decay Double Team Special Effect Colored Mascara in the shade Deepened. It's the turquoise. So I'm going to use the step 1, which is the cream first. And I think you're just I already coated them a little bit. We'll go back over. This is something that I would have wanted when I was younger. Oh my gosh, I would have needed this. I loved colored mascaras. And then step 2 is like the special effects. Let me know if I'm blocking this. This is so cool. It's like mermaid. Alright guys, I'm going to get real spicy and use my Estee Lauder Heat Wave. This is last year's edition. I did get this year's, but I haven't swatched it or touched it yet. But since it's back out, I wanted to use this because it's literally still one of my ride or dies. And you can see why. It is so creamy, so blendable, and so buildable. And I'm using a MAC 240S. I'm going to hit it here, hit it there.
That highlighter's so last year.
I am done with you. You are a rotten boy. Alright guys, so I'm using my ColourPop Lippy Sticks and She Bad. This is the Matte X formula, and this is one of my favorite nude lipsticks of all time. I actually applied more Slay All Day because I want to be a little bit more dewy. And I love these because they're so pigmented that you do not need a lip liner. But you do need to not talk while you're applying them. Alright guys, this is the finished look. Woohoo! We are very mermaid. This look turned out so amazing. I literally just come to the studio and I'm like, what am I doing? So I just start blending and I hope for the best. This turned out so good. This blue shadow is probably one of the most pigmented matte blues I have ever worked with in my entire makeup existence. I cannot wait to use the other ColourPop shadows because these are definitely way more pigmented than the last ones. The formula is just smooth, and I mean, you can just see it. It literally had no issues blending. It's bomb. So amazing. My hoops are from Forever 21, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you, Ben, for recording it this late in the evening. He's doing like this. He kills me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you recreate it, tag me. I want to see it. And I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.